Hey guys, I wanted to give you the after-use review of the Kershaw Tension here. I use this now for about 2 weeks. Some of you may have already seen a video I did where I was making a scratching post for my cats, and I used this knife to cut the carpet. So I went through more heavy-duty stuff than I normally use a knife for, but since I was in the evaluation phase, I decided to give it a try and see how well it would do. This also is going to tell you how well this 8CR13 MOV steel kept its edge. I'd be really surprised if it kept a decent edge at all, but you never know. But it did all this stuff too, like the normal everyday stuff you use a knife for, opening packages and breaking down cardboard, stuff like that. Nothing major. I do like the knife. The only modification I did was I rounded this off with my Dremel. This edge here was a little too much in the way of the flipper, the thumb stud, I should say, excuse me, and the liner lock. So I just sanded it down just a little bit, not a whole lot, maybe a millimeter, but allowed me to get into the liner lock easier, and also allowed me to flip it open easier. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you can see there are some scratches on the blade, and that came from the use. So let's get to the sharpness. Well, I should say let's check some stuff out first here before we go too far. And pardon me there. A little bit of left to right plates developed. No up and down. And I would check, but I grabbed the wrong screwdriver. I'd see if tightening will fix it. So pardon me here while I go get the correct screwdriver. Alright, now that I've got the correct screwdriver, let's see if tightening this down any. We'll fix that blade play. There we go. And guess what? Yes, it did. And still able to open. So it pivot screw got a little loose. So now let's check the sharpness. Normal printer style paper and full boast is saying hi. As you can see, it's a little bit rough. Doesn't surprise me. It is not cutting through as easily as it did. That's normal printer paper. Now this will be the really true test. And it still is cutting through phone book paper relatively easy, but it is catching and ripping. And I am almost going to guarantee this will not shave me, but I'm going to roll up my arm here, try to get around my tripod and see if it'll actually do a little shaving. Took a couple hairs off, but not enough. So the use I put it through, I mean, I'm kind of surprised it did that well. I'll be honest there. I'll give it a sharpening. The one thing I did notice while carrying this around, it is heavy. So I might be taking this apart and skeletonizing the liner, so I haven't decided 100% sure yet if I can do that or not. But for 15 bucks I bought this for, steel and knife. Does a great job, and Kershaw did well on it. So there you go. If you can get one of these for 15 bucks, do it. I wouldn't pay more than $20 if I were you, though. Just so you know. It is really a $20 knife. Paying $15, I feel like I got a deal. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.